Hello and welcome to Battle of Champions, coming to you live from a very windy St. Lucia. And just as the breeze here, the Indian team have breezed through to the semi-final of the T20 World Cup. Not only have they won this particular game, not only have they qualified for the semi-final, but they've qualified for the semi-final as the top team of their group, and that assumes a lot of importance. What is that? We'll get to that a little later in the broadcast, but first let me bring you up to speed. India had not qualified for the semi-final before this game versus Australia. Australia too were fighting for a semi-final spot, so everything to play for. And did the Indian team turn up tonight? Outstanding batting performance led by their skipper in Rohit Sharma set Australia a very tough total. 205 is what India managed. At one stage it did look like that the Australian team might be able to challenge the Indian team, but that total was just too good. Kuldeep Yadav once again being the game changer. Jasprit Bumrah, even though picked up one wicket today, picked up the very crucial wicket of Travis Head. And then of course you had Arshdeep Singh, who has been India's highest wicket taker so far, once again pick up 3 wickets and ensure that India were to win the game. So St. Lucia has been a happy hunting ground for the Indian team. You had in a test match Virendra Sehwag get 180. This is also the ground where Suresh Raina got the first 100 by an Indian batter in T20 cricket, and this now also happens to be the ground where Rohit Sharma got these 92 fine runs. One of the finest innings that you can expect to see in a T20 game. He definitely is going to be the man of the match today. Let me just show you the stadium right here. As I mentioned, it was a breezy ground that gave assistance to some fast bowling, and that is exactly why the Australian team decided to play a mid-start. But I think that attack there that we saw from Rohit Sharma to get those 29 runs off Mitchell Stark over actually set the pace of this game that was completely dominated by the Indian team. So we're getting a lot of Indian fans coming out of the game right now, having enjoyed some fine performances by the Indian team. And a sea of blue once again. Nothing changes actually. No matter where you go onto the ground, you end up seeing a lot of Indian fans turn up, and that's exactly what was witnessed here. The only difference that you see this time around, you also had a lot of neutrals, a lot of locals come up, because remember, West Indies have been knocked out of this particular tournament. And I was speaking to a few local fans, most of them coming up to me and saying that now that West Indies has been knocked out, they are going to be supporting the Indian team. Let's just also give you the context of what has really happened and what does this win mean for the Indian team. One, as I mentioned, it has helped India qualify for the semi-final. But I think the most important bit and the more important bit right now is the fact that Australia, yes, India's nemesis for majority of the ICC tournaments, Australia could be eliminated from the tournament. They only have one win to show for their Super 8 stage. That one win they got against Bangladesh. If tonight, later in the day, it's early morning India time, on a Tuesday, if Afghanistan are to beat Bangladesh, they don't need to beat them by a big margin. If Afghanistan is to beat Bangladesh, that is it. That it will eliminate Australia out of this T20 World Cup. Of course, all of that helped by the fact that India put up a stunning performance here. Many remember that 19th November game, 19th November, the final of the 50-over World Cup. India came out short, and this would be sweet revenge. Sweet revenge because they can really knock the Australian team out of the tournament.